everyone to the 2013 Koenigsegg press conference. This year is a very exciting year for us. The car that we're going to unveil today is very, very emotional to us. It's called the Koenigsegg Agera S Hundra. Hundra is Swedish for 100, so it's quite similar to English or German Hundred, yeah, so it's pretty easy to pronounce, but it means 100. So this is our production car number 100. We started building cars for our customers back in the year 2002. This was actually 8 years after I set up the company to develop supercars and then later hypercars, as we nowadays call them. And it was 8 long, painstaking years going from idea to actual finished product that we could sell to waiting customers. So I remember the first car, I think, was as emotional as this, or maybe even more. But this is just something fantastic. Of course, 100 cars in a little bit over 10 years. We started building this in 2012. That's why we have the 0 to 100 in 10 years. But I mean, it's very few cars in a sense for normal car manufacturers. But actually in our niche of cars, it is not that small of an amount. Big brands you see around here, some are of course much bigger companies in the background than our company, but we're maybe a third or a half of their size volume-wise anyway. So coming from nothing, coming from north of Europe, from Sweden, where we don't have this tradition, and in 10 years get 100 cars out into the market is something we're very, very proud of. And this car is a right-hand drive car destined for Hong Kong, and together with the customer we have come up with a very unique theme to celebrate the fact it's the 100th car. So please, gentlemen, help me unveil the car so everyone can see it. So what you see in front of you here is an Agera S, and it's actually the first time we publicly unveil the Agera S. The Agera S is basically a top-of-the-line version, Koenigsegg, but it does not run on biofuel, flex fuel like the Agera R. This is designed for countries which does not have E85 readily available. So this car can run on normal 95 octane, preferably 98 octane RON, or in the US it would be equivalent to 93 octane DIN, so quite normal fuel. And on that fuel it outputs 1,030 horsepower and 1,100 newton meters of torque. And considering we have a very compact, lightweight, sporty engine, only with a 5-liter displacement, 1,030 horsepower on normal fuel is quite astonishing. We have worked very hard with the combustion process and coatings in the cylinder and so on to be able to have that kind of cylinder pressure with normal fuel. So apart from not being flex fuel, it's the same specification as an Agera R. In this case, it's optional equipped with a clear carbon, visible clear carbon body, which we're very proud of. It really showcases what's the material the car is made out of. And since last year's Geneva Motor Show, we've had these carbon fiber wheels in production, hollow structure carbon fiber wheels, which are about 40% lighter than the equivalent forged aluminium wheel. It's also a technology we're very proud of. We're the only production car we're aware of that has carbon fiber wheels. We're sure it's a technology coming, also with other brands, as the effect on performance is just massive. Having much less unsprung rotational mass changes acceleration, braking, cornering, steering feel, comfort level because of the less unsprung weight effect. So it's a remarkable way of improving performance to a car, just adding carbon fiber wheels. On top of this, this car features our new generation braking system, which is totally developed in-house. It's the lightest, stiffest brake that we are aware of, and we did a lot of benchmarking in the process of developing these brakes. And as you can see on our stand floor in that corner and over there, we have the world record in braking from 300 kilometers per hour in 6.66 seconds, which was done about a year and a half ago with an Agera R, with forged aluminum wheels, with an earlier brake system. So with this setup, we're hoping to improve on those numbers even further, even though they're still unbeaten. This car is like all Koenigsegg cars, it's convertible. You can take off the hardtop, put it in the front. We have 180 liters luggage space, so it's quite practical for its size and its look, so you have both a coupe and convertible in one. I will open up the back. So you can see, we have carried through the theme of the outside, so we actually have gold leaf, hand-turned gold leaf also on some components in the engine bay. So this is to mark the occasion. It's actually 24 karat gold, very, very thin, hand laid up, hand spun leaf gold. It's what you would normally find on old painting frames. And the mix of having this modern carbon fiber technology with this several hundred-year-old craftsmanship method is quite intriguing to us. And I think it has a interesting subtle effect, which is not too extreme, but it works well with the car. So I think that's pretty much what we've got to say on this press conference. We would like to invite everyone for a celebration glass of champagne and let the party begin. Thank you so much.